Okay, this video is on angle relationships in triangles. We talked about the kind of angles in the first lesson, I believe, where we talked about acute and obtuse and right. So triangles can be named by three angles. They can be described by the terms acute, which is less than 90, obtuse, which is more than 90, and then right is equals 90, exactly 90 degrees. All right, angles can be named in two different ways. So we have triangle ABC shown at the right. Triangle A can also be called CAB. That's because the A is in the middle. CAB or BAC. All right, angle B can be called ABC or CBA. And that's the angle. That's the middle thing here. And then angle C, which is the middle, can be called ACB or BCA. The sum, this is important, so I'm going to start. The sum of the three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. You can set up an equation to determine the missing angle measures. All right, let's look at this first one. Find the measure of angle C. So that's going to be X. So we have 32 plus 81 plus X equals 180. And if you put that in the calculator, you're going to come up with a measure of angle C being 67 degrees. This tells us this 90. This is X. So we have 45 plus 90 plus X equals 180. Put those in the calculator, and the measure of angle F is going to be 45 degrees. All right, now we're going to find the measure of HIG. I is in the middle, so that's that right there. So we have 51 plus 58 plus X equals 180. And the measure of HIG, if you put all that in the calculator, is 71 degrees. All right, this is a sample of a problem that you might have on the EOG where you have to determine the missing angles. So if we got a triangle and it's JHL, has angle HLJ, which measures 65 degrees. So HLJ, L's in the middle, so this one is going to be 65. Angle LJH, which measures 50 degrees. Draw and sketch the triangle of JHL and determine the missing angle here. So we've got 50 plus 65 plus X, and remember they have to equal 180. All right, if we do this in the calculator, we're going to get 65 degrees. So the measure of angle H is equal to 65 degrees. Next sheet. All right, let's look at this. This is mark the statement in questions 5 through 7 as true or false. Then correct the false statements in the space provided. All right, so these three together have to equal 180. So let's do this. 35 plus 72.5 plus X equals 180. And when we do that, we get, what is our missing angle? So we've got 180. Our missing angle is 72.5. So this one is 72.5 as well. All right, the measure of angle LKM is 35, and the measure of KML is 72.5, and the measure of KLM is unknown. That was true because we didn't know what it was when we started. The equation 35 plus 72.5 plus x equals 180 can be used to find the measure of KLM. That is also true. Remember, L's in the middle, so that's what we're looking for. The measure of KLM is 35. That is false. We looked that up, and it is actually 72.5. All right, here's x. So we've got 60.01 plus 52.4 plus x equals 180. So if we do that, our missing angle is 67.59. So angle B and angle A are acute angles. That is true because acute angles are less than 90 degrees. So that's true. The equation 60.01 plus 52.4 plus x equals 180 can be used to find BCA. That is true. The measure of angle BCA is 114.75. That is false because the measure of that angle is 67.59. Number 7, these two angles plus x. So we're going to say 22.5 plus 42.3 plus x equals 180, where x is equal to 115.2. So the equation 22.5 plus x equals 40. That is false. The equation is 22.5 plus 42.3 plus x equals 180. The measure of x WB is 115.2. That is true. Triangle VWX is an obtuse triangle. VWX. That is true because it's more than 90. All right. Use your understanding of triangles to answer the questions below. The measure of angle G is 35 and the measure of angle E is 62. Which of the following must be the measure of angle F in order to form triangle EFG? So we've got 35 plus 62.2 plus x equals 180. So if we take that and put it in our equation thing, we get 82.8. And that answer would be C. Over here, Miss Tonelli or Tonell writes a measure of 3 angles on the board. Rachel says the 3 angles will form an acute angle. Do you agree or disagree? And then explain. So if we got angle, this is M, N, and O. M is 57. N is 78. And O is 55. Do these angles add up to being acute angles? So when you add those up, when you add all these up, you get 190. So I'm going to disagree. Has to be 180. So that means the angles add up to 190.